Hello everyone, welcome back to another bit of code prime. In this code CSS tutorial videos, we are going to learn the CSS gradient property. All of these types of CSS gradient, we are going to explain this one by one. So first of all, we are going to explain that linear gradient, and then secondary will be explain that radial, and third will explain that gradient of conic gradient. So here an example about this. There you can see linear gradient example and this radial. So linear is basically we can make it in the size of scale type or size of any type of some, like this is a scalar like, and there is a radial. We are going to explain this is something like this circle type, and this is the conic. It's also like circle type or any type you can make it, but this is we can make them the specifically the background color. We can specifically we can position this all color, and we can set this where we want to explain that and where we want to exactly set them, and we can make it that as per usual. But this CS linear and radial is mostly uses property, and this conic is very advanced property. It was uses is very low, but this one we're going to some advanced designing and advanced front-end designing. That's places we are going to explain that this for this conic gradient is uses for that. So let's start this video right now. Okay, first we are going to explain that linear gradient. You can see I have opened my VS Code and I have added a basic DOM file. There you can see here I have added a title that is linear gradient CSS by Code Prime. So here now we are going to this using that linear gradient in for the background mode. So this is our actually the tag here, the body. So enter this after this HTML section here, or we can take it after this body section simply here. Just open that style, that CSS file, and pasting that tag this body here, and open this the curly braces. Now we're going to make some, okay, let me make it first of all width, and it is 100%, and min height it's also 100 VS, so that it can be properly the skin width will be make that adjustable. So now we're going to add the background. So for checking it, I'm just adding this background red, and you can see the full red color. You can see the background is here. So now we're going to explain that this the linear gradient how it's work. So just removing that color, we can simple the background, we can keep it, but some of this browser it's not support the background CSS property directly. So for that as a supportable, so we can write the background image. So and then we can write here this linear gradient. So let me write that linear gradient, and for the basics, for example, we're going to make it the red and blue and green, and save this file. You can see the basic gradient color you can find here this like this. So this is the basic gradient color, but we can also make them also by degree basis. So let me make only two color so that you can understand easily. For the first of all, in the starting here, so I'm just writing that 45 degree and take a space and save this file. Okay, it was, so let me make it, okay, here's an space and save this file. Okay, after 45 degree, so we need to add a comma here and then save this file. You can see the background was reflected. Now if we change the value of the degree angles, so here let me make it that 180 degree and save this. You can see this is the 180 degree, actually the linear gradient was transformed here. So this is where you can actually make that the angular difference of this your linear gradient. Also you can write some this of the position here. So here I'm writing it to bottom and save this file. So this will be also like this way. So we can make it some another also, that is to right, okay, to right, and save this. You can see this way, you can see that this blue, the first of all this blue here, this right one, and this will be go to the right side. And also you can make this, if we make it there to left, and you can see that blue color was the transform to the left side. So this way you can make the position of the changing also about here. Also you can make it some another one, that is also a percentage of difference here. So let me remove it first, and we can value the difference of this after this color code. So here I'm just going to make it the 40% as red color and blue is 20%, and save this file. You can see like this way because looking like this. So actually it was there on to 60% of blue, then it will be shown perfectly good. Okay, 60%, and save this. This is the 60% and 40%. So if we make it a 10%, and so let's make it 70% and save this file. It's also looking like this. So you can set also the position this variable by this your this actually that this your where you want to set up this to bottom right. Also you can set up this by percentage and angles. Also this is already we have made this. Now we're going to show you this another thing, that is how we can make actually this repeating of this linear gradient. So here this before this linear gradient, so we need to writing that repeating. Okay, now we need to add some value for the repeating, so we can set a percentage, that is 10%, and for this blue we're going to set this 20%, and save this file. And we can see this the background was repeating here like this way. So this way you can use that repeat this linear gradient. For this, you first of all you're going to select the basic linear gradient, then you can select this by the angle, and then you can select the position top, right, bottom and left, wherever you want. And also you can select the repeating linear gradient. You can select this of this sizes, that how much you want to do this. Actually what is the actually it was the background sizes, it will be take that size. So this way you can use that linear gradient property. Okay, now we are going to explain that this radial gradient CSS. So we are going to using that radial gradient. It's also will use that in the background here. So let me write the background property first of all. So background image, here I'm just writing red. Okay, background image, it will not show properly, so we need just only background. And there we can see the red was showing here. So now we just need to write here the image, because we are going to using the gradient. So here we just need to write this instead of red, a radial gradient. And after radial gradient we can set it the basic color here. So I'm just setting this red and blue, and save this file. You can see like this. So radial basically work for the circular sizes. And first of all, whatever this property we have provided in the first, so it will be go to center, and this left it will be go to the outside. This is the radial gradient, the basic setup of this radial. So now we're going to explain that we're going to explain something like the sizes and the position setting here. So here from this start of here, so I'm just writing that add, right, and comma. Now save this file. You can see that center circle going to this right side. Now also you can move it in the left also. Okay, at left, and save this. It's also become the left, right. So you can move them also left, right, and the top and bottom. Like this is simple as you just need to change this value from here. Also you can set a percentage for this, like top and left, right. So here I'm just writing this 20% and 30%, and save this file. And you can see like this way, you can see that 20% it was getting from this placement, and this from this here you can see this in the bottom it was getting around to this 30%. So you can set this percentage size also. If you make it the 50%, and it's also will be changes. You can see that it was getting total the 50% about it. So this way you can use that actually the color gradiented and the percentage and this radial here. So now we're going to explain some more property, another one, that is a repeating gradient. So let me first of all remove this add, and after removing it, so now we need to write here this repeating. Okay, now using that repeating, so here we just need to add this value here. So I'm using the value for this blue here, this 20%. Okay, it was still not showing. Okay, we have a hyphen here, just remove it and save this file. You can see like this is a repeating circle is available here, radial gradient. Also we can set some value for this percentage of this red color. So here I'm using the 5% and save this. You can see look like this. So you can make this repeating here like this way also. And also I'm just going to show you another thing, that is we're going to using it for this radial gradient for circle and ellipse. So let me remove this value from here and from here also. And before of this starting of the red here, so I just need to writing here the circle. Okay, circle at, okay, I have writing this caps here, circle at, we can make it the 30% and comma, and save this file. You can see it was going to this 30% on this file. And also if we make it that 100% and save it, you can see it was going to, okay, I have written it 1000%. So let me remove 10 here and save this file. You can see it's totally this 100% it was covered by this. So you can make it this circle, add this, also you can point this writing and percentage. You can set also a pixel sizes right here. So here I'm just writing here this 100 pixels and save this. You can also move it like 100 pixels. Okay, now we're going to using that another property for this ellipse here. So let me write it ellipse, and it is top, and save this file. Okay, here a comma and save this. Okay, we need to write here after this ellipse at and top. So you can see now this circle was going to the top. It will make it in bottom, so let me make it bottom and save this. It was circle is becoming the bottom, so you can use this actually ellipse and circle like this way. So now we're going to using some more values for this. Okay, now just remove this from here. So I'm just writing this, remove it, and here I'm just writing this closest, is CLO, closest, and side at. So we can define here some percentage. So here I'm writing this 20% and 30%, and save this file. You can see it was going to this here closest from this placement, it was going to this 20%, this from this here, and we can also move it like if we make it 50%, so it will be moved little bit of bottom sided, but it will be totally this placement will be if fade out, this total be clear screen here. So we can make it here some another one also for the corner, closest corner, and save this file. Okay, I have made a mistakes, and save this file. Now it was becoming to the corner, so we can set some percentage here also, so making 10% and 20%, and save this file. It was going to the corner about the closest. So now here another two more value, that is furthest. So here is furthest. Okay, now this furthest corner, and save this file. It's also going to this corner here. So if we make it this side, so let me write it side here instead of corner, and save this file. It will be go to this one side, and it will be totally is so longest wide here. And if we make it corner again and save this file, it will be goes to the corner, but this its wide will be a little bit of big as the closest, bigger than this closest. So this way you can use the total radial gradient property here. Okay, now we will learn this Conic-Gradient CSS. So for this we are going to first of all taking some boxes here. So let me take some box classes, and let me just duplicate this line of boxes. So here I'm just taking this 3, 5, 6, 7, 8 time, and save this file. So now let's take that class name here. So I'm just taking it, and after this all we can also open the CSS directly from here. So here I'm writing this style and CSS, and for these boxes, so let me take, okay, before taking it, so let me take this body here so that we can, okay, just paste it. So let me take here the body, and let me add some color in the background. Okay, we can write this in inline color. This doesn't matter in our tutorials about it. So I'm writing it just here the body and style, and here I'm just setting this background, and it is linear gradient. Okay, background linear gradient, and it is okay. So let me make it little bit of black and white, and save this file. Okay, so let me set some width and height because it is going to repeating again and again. So let me set a width is 100% and height also. Save this file. Now it was looking like this, the background here. So now let me write the CSS for this box. So here I'm writing a width. So first of all it was going to this 100 pixel, and copying this line and replacing that here, that's his height. And now let me set a color about it here, the background, and it is red, and save this file. It was going to this one about it here. So let me collect them to the end of this fluid, and it is left. So it will be all in this left side, but it was going to, okay, let me make little bit of more bigger skin. So it is 150, Save this file. Now it was looking like big. Okay, now I need to make some spaces about it. So let me set some margin, and here I'm just going to margin that is 20 pixel for each one. Okay, here remove hash, and you can see like this. Now it was going to this margin, set it, and it was looking like some spaces about it. So let me make it a border radius, and it is 50%. Save this file. Now it was looking like the circle, and let me add a border also, border, and it is where I'm just writing this 3 pixel solid green. Save this file. So it is looking like this, and let me make the background so it is transparent. So now it is looking like this. We have made this. Now we are going to explain that one by one, but we can write in here some another classes about it, or we can take them box 1, box 2, box 3, but I don't want to take it. I am using that as pseudo classes, but pseudo classes I will explain in the later video about it. I have already a plan about the pseudo classes videos. So first of all, let me take that pseudo classes that is here, the boxes. So let me write it. Okay, here dot, and here I'm writing that NTS style. So we are going to explain that them one, and we just will be make it the number about it. So let me make it background, and it is background images because we are going to explain that this Conic-Gradient. So Conic, now writing here this the Conic-Gradient, and the parenthesis. Now I write that color property, red, blue and yellow, and save this file. So now you can see looking like this. Now it will be look like this. You can see the red will be started from here, and it was going to this fade out, and then it started the blue, and then it started that yellow and fade out, and it was a stop in this below of this red. Here you can, this way you can use that a basic Conic-Gradient. So now we can move it also a angular by. So I'm just copying this line, just copy this, and then we'll just change the value for here. So I'm using that 2 for this second item, and this was fill. So now we're going to writing that for the angle for, so we just need to from, and it is 45 degree, and add a comma and save this file. So it does, you can see that it started from the startup, it was rotated here. If we make it some more bigger about it, so here I'm just writing this 100 degree and save this. It was rotated like this. So this way you can rotate this all about it. But here we can understand easily why it was started and this is stop. So now we're going to make it that we can't understand why actually it was started and where it was stopped. So for this here I'm just using that for the 3 number circles, and for this here, so I just need to copy this red color one again, or we can write it here in the end and save this file. And now you can see we can't say that why actually it was started and when it was stopped, because when it was, we for example we take this one started, but this again the red color was in the end of this section, but it was totally fade out, so it's not possible to that actually that it was started from there. Okay, now we are going to using that repeating Conic-Gradient. So I'm just pasting that line again, and here I just need to change the value, it is 4, and when I save this file it was looking like this as simple here. So I'm just making this yellow remove from here, and this only 2 color, it was looking like this. So now I'm using that repeating here, and then here a hyphen. So it was here, but it was not looking any repeating here, so we need some add value here. So here I'm using that 10 degree, and this blue, for this blue we're going to set it at 20 degree and save this file. Okay, here I made this 100 and save it. So you can see the repeating is looking here like this, but it was not looking good exactly, so we can make some fixable repeating here. So I just need to copy this the red 10 degree, and we just need to make it 0 degree, and again after take a comma and paste that line, and here I'm just using that 30 degree, and here I'm just taking that blue also again and copy this line and here making 0, and then we're going to take a comma again and we're going to set it for this 0 degree to it is 50 degree and save this file. So now you can see it was looking like this. So this way you can make the repeating. So for this red 0 degree to 30 degree it will be red, and this from this here, this for blue will be the 0 degree to 50 degree. So you can set this the repeating degree about it here. Okay, now next we will copy this line of CSS again here and then paste it here. So we'll change the value for this 5 and save this file. It was for the 5, but we are not going to make this look. So we just need to remove that value about here. Okay, so let me go up, remove this color value about it from here. So we are going to be writing that plain red and blue and save this. It was looking like this but not exactly making like this. Okay, now we are going to set some angular difference here about 0 degree. So let's copy this. So we are going to make it the repeating about 0 degree to 90 degree. So make it 90 here, and we're going to copy this blue also about it here. This blue is 90 degree too, and it is 180 degree. Now save this file. You can see it was looking like this. So now we're going to using another one, just using this copy and paste it. So just copy it, and here we're going to writing, okay, let me close that CSS line. It was already closed. Okay, now let me write here the background. It is background size is 20 pixel and 20 pixel and save this. Okay, let me change that value. First of all, it is 6 and it was looking like this. Now we can make it also a circle, border radius. Okay, it was already made circle, but we can remove that border radius simply, and it is none. Okay, the border radius none, it was not working because we have added the value on the first of this. There you can see border radius 50%, so that's why we need to add to here on value again. So here I'm adding this 0 and you can see like this. So with this, the last property, I'm using that 6 total of this Conic-Gradient. So if you want to try some more in the market, there is in about the Conic-Gradients have so much of more value about it. You can explore that in the Google search engine. You can search them and you can use that practice about it. So with this gradient here, so it is completed with this gradient property about it, the linear background, the linear, and this is actually the linear gradient, and this is conic. So you can see this is, we have already explained and everything that how it's work. So you can check out and explore and everything that whatever you want. If you need any inquiry about it, or if you need any help to doing something this or practice about it, so you can give me on the comment section below. And if you enjoyed this video, please like on it and share the video with your friends, and please subscribe and press the bell icon, and thank